Apple just launched Series 9 of the Apple Watch, which, like always, comes with all new, most powerful S9 chip. It has 5.6 billion transistors, 30% faster GPU, and 2 times faster 4-core neural engine, which will bring all the smooth animations and effects of watchOS 10 to life. The battery life of Apple Watch Series 9 is 18 hours, and if you're meeting first time, my name is Sumiti Namdar and welcome to this YouTube channel. On this channel, we discuss tech products, real estate, batteries, and EV industry, and personal finance, but mostly from an investment and growth perspective. If you enjoy such content, do hit like and subscribe to this channel so that you get notified whenever we post new videos. And if you haven't heard it yet, Siri requests are now being processed on the device itself with this new S9 chip, which makes them even more secure and private. And because Siri doesn't need cloud support anymore, it's gonna work even better when you're in an outdoor environment, like when you're on a walk or camping in the woods. Siri dictation is also 25% more accurate on S9 watch, and it'll have a new feature that integrates Siri with health. This feature allows you to access your own private health data using Siri. Moreover, with the S9 watch, you can also use the new name drop feature that Apple had recently launched along with watchOS 10. Along with the new S9 chip, this watch also has the second gen ultra-wideband chip that allows it to ping your iPhone. So if you have lost your phone in your house, your watch will now show the exact distance and the direction to your phone, and it will also provide haptic and audible feedback to help you find the exact location. In the event, they didn't specifically mention if this feature will work in an outside environment like on a train station or in a crowded area, just in case if someone tries to steal your phone and run away with it, but I hope it worked. In my opinion, this feature sounds really useful, or at least in my case, I keep losing my phone all the time. Ultra-wideband chip also brings a new integration between your S9 watch and your HomePod. So now when you get close to your HomePod, the media suggestions will automatically come up to the top of your smart stack, and if you have your audio already playing, you'll see play and pause options so that you can control it better. But I think in most cases, HomePod is a device that sits in the common areas of the house, like in a living room where everybody wants to hang out, and we keep going there every once in a while unless you live in a mansion, of course. So I'm not sure how close you have to be to your HomePod for these media suggestions to come up to the top of your smart stack, but certainly I don't want to see them popping up every time I walk into my living room. Also, HomePod works very well with Siri, so whatever you want to listen to, you can just talk to it. So I'm not sure how big of a difference this feature is gonna make, but we'll have to try it to see how it works. Personally, I'm not a big fan of suggestions feature on this watch, and by extension on all these tech products and apps as well. Yes, there are some pros to that, but I prefer to access my own emotions and how I'm feeling at the moment, and then choose music or podcast or whatever I want to listen to, instead of following all these suggestions all the time and let that influence my mood. I believe it allows me to think and connect with myself at a deeper level. So I'm not a big fan of this suggestions feature, but maybe some people will enjoy it. Also, if you do want to try how these suggestions from different tech products and apps could change your mood and influence your daily life to a certain extent, try muting all the suggestions on Instagram app for 30 days and you'll see for yourself. Moving on to the display. The brightness on new S9 watch is improved. It has edge-to-edge always-on retina display that goes up to 2000 nits of brightness in a broad daylight, but it goes down to only 1 nit if you're in the dark. The next and impressive new feature that S9 will bring for us is gesture control. Wrist raised while wearing S9 will brighten up the display for you to check time and notifications quickly, but I think most of the smartwatches already have this feature. Where it gets interesting though is you can now just cover the display of the S9 watch to silence all the notifications for when you're in a meeting or talking to someone important. S9 also brings in an impressive new gesture called double tap. You can now double tap using just your watch hand in case your other hand is occupied holding a drink and your keys and etc. Double tapping index finger of your watch hand with your thumb allows you to answer and hang up calls, play and pause music, start and stop timer, etc. It kind of works like an OK button that you have in your car, but where it gets interesting is with double tap on Apple Watch, you can now bring up your smart stack and also scroll through it. After the launch of Apple Vision Pro in their last event, I was kinda expecting all these gestures to start appearing on other Apple devices as well. And I think to make all of this work with just 2 fingers is a little interesting and futuristic. For the color options, there are 2 types of cases available for this watch: aluminum and steel. Aluminum comes in pink, starlight, silver, midnight and red color, and steel cases have gold, silver and graphite options available. Now in the next part of the event, Apple talks about the environmental impacts of these tech products and what they are doing to minimize it and how they are trying to achieve their goal of being completely carbon neutral by 2030. I believe Apple have done phenomenal job on this and they're marching towards their goal of 2030 very successfully. Couple of updates from this part of the event is that Apple is planning to eliminate plastic from all Apple products by the end of next year, and they've also eliminated leather cases for iPhones and all other Apple products. Along with their efforts of reducing emissions from transportation of these tech products and planting different trees and forests in different parts of the world and investing in different environmental projects, what I love the most is Apple says that their aim is to remove carbon permanently from the atmosphere. Now that is pretty impressive. There are very few companies who have this type of ambitious goals towards the environment and who are also taking equal amount of efforts to implement their goals successfully. Apple Watch Series 9 is the first complete carbon neutral product that Apple is launching this year, so congratulations to Apple. Moving on to the next part, along with these new watches, Apple also launched new bands for these watches. They're called fine woven. They're made with much more recycled material compared to their previous bands. They've also launched some new bands with Hermes and Nike, and both Hermes and Nike get their own watch face as well. In my opinion, Hermes band options and Nike watch face is really impressive, so I think I'm gonna pair those two together. The next product that was launched in the event is Apple Watch Ultra 2, which also has the new powerful S9 chip and 2nd gen ultra wideband chip, which brings over gesture control and precision finding functionality along with smooth animations to Ultra 2 watch as well. The display, however, gets up to 3000 nits of brightness in broad daylight, and this watch also gets its dedicated watch face called Modular Ultra, which is first to use the outer edge of the watch to display real-time data. This data can be customized according to your choice and what you wish to see on this watch, and it also has an ambient light sensor to activate night mode automatically. Ultra 2 also has some great functionality along with added functions for running, cycling, diving and mountain climbing, which makes it a perfect watch for athletes. These extra features are mostly related to accurate data collection from your exercise and training activity. I'm not much into those sports, but if you are, you can definitely check it out. Ultra 2 will have 36 hours of battery life with one charge and 72 hours, which is even better if you're using it with low power mode. Apple Watch SE, S9 and Ultra 2 are the first complete carbon neutral products that Apple has launched, and they start at $249 for SE, $399 for S9 and $799 for Ultra 2. Also, based on current news, Apple has recently halted the sales of Apple Watch Series 9 and Apple Watch Ultra 2 over a patent dispute with a company called Masimo. This halt of sales will actually go in effect by December 21st. So if you want to buy Apple Watch Series 9 or Ultra 2, you have to place the order by December 21st or go for SE version of the same series after that. Now the most important part that we focus on this channel, is it really worth it? Well, Apple Watch does make your life a little bit easier. When you start using it, you quickly start to notice the difference. There is no doubt about that. But should you buy it? Well, that depends on a lot of things. Firstly, if you have a bunch of money to throw on any tech product you want, or if you're purchasing it for health reason for yourself or your parents or for someone who is old, yes, you should definitely go for it. You're not gonna regret it. It's a great product. But if you're a student, if you're low on cash or an Android user just in case, you should definitely not go for Apple Watch Series 9 or any Apple Watch for that matter. You can definitely get away without it. It is not a must-have product in your life. Also, just wanted to mention there are several other options available for smartwatches and apps that does have all the necessary functionality that you may need with your smartwatch. Apple Watch is the last Apple product that you should go for. Instead, you could save that money and invest into some other Apple products such as iPhone, iPad or MacBook Air, which could would add a lot more value to your life compared to what Apple Watch would. So that was for the new Apple Watch. Apple also launched a new iPhone 15 and 15 Pro in this event, but I think I'll make a separate video for it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.